It is often said that the true measure of strength is not found in how others perceive us, but in how we respond to the challenges of life. And what greater challenge is there than walking alone? It is a journey that requires a unique brand of resilience, the kind that only grows when we face our fears head-on, when we choose to rise up even when the world seems to be pushing us down. Resilience and self-reliance, the strength that comes from standing on one's own, is not born out of perfection or ease. It is developed through the ongoing process of facing difficulties and making choices that require courage. When a woman walks alone, she learns the invaluable skill of resilience. Resilience is not merely about bouncing back from setbacks, it is about forging ahead despite adversity. It is the mental fortitude to keep moving forward when the future seems uncertain or overwhelming. At times, walking alone may feel daunting. The silence can be deafening, the loneliness heavy, and the weight of responsibility can feel crushing. But this is where self-reliance comes in. To walk alone means to become acquainted with one's inner resources. In a world that often seeks external validation, choosing to rely on your own strength becomes an act of defiance against the pressures that surround us. It is in this solitude that a woman finds her own voice, not influenced by the opinions of others, but grounded in her own beliefs, values, and vision for her life. Self-reliance doesn't mean rejecting help when it is needed. It means knowing that you have the ability to stand tall on your own, to make decisions, and to trust in your capacity to navigate through life's challenges. It is the assurance that regardless of the obstacles before you, you have what it takes to keep going. Every step you take alone builds a layer of confidence. Each small victory accumulates into something much greater. Resilience becomes a muscle you strengthen with every setback you face, and self-reliance grows as you realize that the strength to move forward has always been inside you. There is beauty in walking alone because it is in these moments of solitude that you learn the most about who you truly are. It is in the quiet that you discover your deepest strengths, the ones that have been waiting patiently for the opportunity to shine. And as you grow more resilient, more self-reliant, you realize that the journey, no matter how difficult, is one you were always meant to take. Walking alone doesn't break you, it builds you. True strength comes not from the absence of fear, but from the ability to face it head-on. Fear is a natural part of the human experience, and it is something that every woman, regardless of her circumstances, will encounter along the path of her journey. The key, however, lies not in allowing fear to paralyze you, but in moving forward despite it. Fear can be a powerful force. It can keep you awake at night, make your heart race, and convince you that you're not capable of achieving your dreams. But the truth is that fear is not an indication of weakness. It is an invitation to grow, to challenge yourself, and to step outside of your comfort zone. When a woman walks alone, she faces fear on a daily basis. The fear of failure, of judgment, of the unknown. But the act of walking alone is not about ignoring that fear, it's about acknowledging it, understanding its role, and then choosing to move forward anyway. Each step taken in the presence of fear becomes an act of bravery, a testament to the inner strength that resides within. Fear does not define you. Your response to it does. As you continue to walk alone, you will inevitably encounter moments when fear tries to hold you back. There will be days when you feel overwhelmed, days when you question whether you're on the right path, days when the weight of the journey seems too much to bear. But it is precisely in those moments that your true strength will emerge. Strength is not just about being unafraid, it is about feeling the fear and doing what must be done despite it. It is about pushing through the discomfort and uncertainty, trusting that each step you take is bringing you closer to the life you are meant to lead. Fear may never fully go away. It may always be a companion on your journey, but with each passing day you will learn to walk alongside it with confidence. You will become skilled at moving through fear rather than being held captive by it. And in that process you will uncover a strength that is more powerful than anything you ever imagined. The courage to move forward despite the fear will become your greatest asset, and it will carry you further than you ever thought possible. When a woman chooses to walk alone, she embarks on a transformative journey of self-discovery. Solitude has a unique way of stripping away distractions, allowing her to connect with her deepest desires, thoughts, and dreams. In a world that often encourages dependence on others, whether it's for validation, affirmation, or direction, walking alone becomes an act of profound self-empowerment. It is in this space of quiet solitude that she begins to truly understand who she is, what she wants, and where her heart is leading her. Alone, she learns the art of listening to her own inner voice, the quiet whisper of her intuition that often gets drowned out by the noise of the outside world. It is here that she finds clarity. Walking alone teaches her to trust herself, to rely on her own instincts and judgment, without second-guessing every decision. She discovers the strength of her own thoughts, the power of her own ideas, and the wisdom that lies within her heart. With each step, she learns to make decisions with conviction, knowing that the answers she seeks are often already within her. This process of self-discovery is not always easy. It can be uncomfortable, even painful at times. There may be moments of doubt, of questioning whether she's on the right path or if she's truly capable of navigating the road ahead. But in solitude, she uncovers her true potential. She uncovers a resilience she never knew existed. Walking alone forces her to confront her fears, her insecurities, and her limitations. But it also reveals her capacity for growth, her ability to overcome, and her unshakable determination to keep moving forward, even when the path is unclear. What makes this journey so empowering is that she does not rely on the approval or presence of others to validate her worth. In solitude, she recognizes that her strength is not dependent on external sources. The more she walks alone, the more she realizes that her power lies not in seeking validation from others, but in affirming herself. She begins to embrace her own uniqueness, her individuality, and her ability to create a life that is uniquely her own. It is through this process of self-discovery that she begins to realize her true power, and that is the strength that will carry her forward, no matter where the journey leads. The journey of walking alone is not without its difficulties. There will be obstacles, roadblocks, and moments of uncertainty. But it is in these moments that perseverance is forged. The woman who walks alone learns that the path is not always smooth, that the journey may take unexpected turns, and that there will be times when she may feel like giving up. However, what sets her apart is her ability to press on, to continue moving forward even when the road is steep and the destination unclear. Perseverance becomes her companion, and with it she discovers an inner strength that only deepens with each challenge faced. The power of perseverance is not just in enduring through tough times, but in how she learns and grows from each difficulty. Every setback becomes an opportunity for growth, every challenge an invitation to build resilience. In those moments when it feels easier to quit, when the weight of the journey seems unbearable, perseverance reminds her that there is a greater purpose behind every struggle. It is in these moments that she taps into a well of determination she never knew she had, pushing herself beyond her limits, learning to stay committed to the path even when everything seems to be working against her. As she continues to walk, she understands that perseverance is not about achieving perfection. It is about embracing the journey, knowing that it is the process itself that holds the most valuable lessons. Success does not come from avoiding failure, but from learning to rise every time you fall. Each stumble along the way offers wisdom, each detour teaches her new ways to adapt and adjust. The ability to persevere is not a trait that is handed down or inherited, it is cultivated over time, through experience, and through the courage to keep moving when the end is not yet in sight. Perseverance is also a reminder that the greatest rewards often come to those who don't give up. The woman who walks alone may face moments of doubt, but she also experiences moments of triumph, moments when the effort finally pays off, when the pieces fall into place, and when the pieces fall into place, and when the results of her hard work become visible. The journey itself may be long, but each step brings her closer to a version of herself that is stronger, wiser, and more capable than she ever imagined. What makes perseverance truly powerful is that it is a quiet force. It doesn't demand attention, it doesn't shout for recognition, it simply continues. It is the steady, consistent effort that eventually leads to success. And even when the world around her tells her to quit, tells her that it is too hard or too much, perseverance whispers that she is capable, that she can keep going, and that there is always something to learn along the way. The strength that comes from perseverance is not just about reaching the destination, it is about who she becomes in the process. Each step forward builds the foundation for a life shaped by determination, resilience, and a relentless belief that anything worth having is worth persevering for. In conclusion, the strength of a woman walking alone is not a strength that is merely given to her. It is one she earns with each step, each challenge, and each moment of perseverance. She discovers within herself a resilience that grows with adversity, a courage that rises in the face of fear, and a sense of self-reliance that becomes her greatest asset. Through solitude, she learns to trust her own instincts, to embrace her individuality, and to cultivate a life that is uniquely hers. The path she walks may be difficult, but it is one that shapes her into someone capable of handling life's toughest trials with grace and confidence. Walking alone does not mean walking in isolation. It means walking with a deep understanding of one's own inner strength, with a relentless belief that the journey, no matter how challenging, is worth every step. Through perseverance, she uncovers her own potential, proving that the greatest strength lies not in avoiding hardship, but in learning to navigate through it with courage, purpose, and unwavering determination. In the end, the strength of a woman walking alone is a reflection of her ability to turn challenges into opportunities, fear into courage, and solitude into self-discovery. And it is this strength that will carry her forward no matter what the future holds, as she continues to walk boldly, confidently, and unapologetically toward her destiny.